Hi, beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Scorpio, this is your monthly read for October of 2022. We're going to get into your message in just a little while. We're just going to get all the cards on the table first. We have, oh, it was 2. I didn't see that. We have To the Sea, number 7. We have Unfinished Symphony, number 10. We're going to get all the cards on the table and then really get into the message. Even have the angels come out and say if they want to add something extra, something additional, something you just need to hear right now. Okay, let's see what came out here. Fork in the road and yang. Fork in the road. So it's like it's time to make a decision. It's time to make a decision about something, or you might be at a crossroads where you feel like you need to make a decision. Let's see, why are these energies here, please, for Scorpio for the month of October? Why are these energies here for Scorpio? We have Epiphany, number 9, Epiphany. So there might be some insight coming your way. And Knight of Raphael. There's so many people attracting. So I just did, if you haven't checked it out, last week's readings were all about love connections, and I just feel like there's so many people, attracting their divine counterpart right now. If you're not in an already committed relationship and you're looking for love, it seems like Spirit is sort of bringing every person that sort of decided, that came into this planet, that wanted to be like having like a real soulmate connection, on a very spiritual path. That if you haven't found that person just yet, it's almost like a collective situation where there's just a lot of people matching up with their divine counterpart right now. And you're no different here, Scorpio. So we have a beautiful relationship coming in. We're going to look deeper into that. Is there anything else? I feel like there was one more. There you go. The Magician. I was going to say, because this is a teacher of the Magician, like, wow, you get to work with the teacher of the Magician. It means that like you're on your way yourself, like doing pretty well when it comes to your own growth. And then the Magician comes out. So that's really gorgeous to see. Let's see if the angels want to add anything extra. Do you have anything extra, anything additional for Scorpio, please? Yes, we do. Wow. It's really talking. Sonia, perhaps. I bring you a message from your deceased loved ones. Deceased loved one. I'm happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So someone is getting a message from the other side. So if you perhaps, and the first person that comes to mind is that person. Or if you've been thinking lately about a person on the other side, just know that they're sending you a message. Sonia. Akasha, I love her. So the Akashic Records, we're going back to the blueprint here. You are a spiritual teacher, Scorpio. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. I love her. And then we have Teresa. Time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. Giving yourself a hug there. So we're going to keep them to the side for now and see if those are just those extra messages for someone, or where it fits in with the overall reading here. So we have To the Sea, which is a gorgeous energy, and I'm supposed to read out of the book, so I will. No further no further questions, Your Honor. I don't know why I said that. To the Sea, number 7. Being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. The Oracle's message states, isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life? When events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless. This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity, formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. And then relationship message states, there are points in a relationship. There are points, yes. There are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with an... I'm so sorry. There are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires, to steer the ship? Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. That might be a tricky one. Prosperity message. Everything seems to work out when you stop scrambling and allow the sea of opportunities to wash over you and wake you up to your most prosperous potential. To get into that flow, you need to address your beliefs about abundance and money. The true meaning of your personal currency lies in your skills, your talents, and your abilities, and most important, your own core beliefs. Everything flows from your inner world and is reflected in the outer world. In the outer one. When grateful to serve, you align your prosperity consciousness with a higher consciousness, and you can expect miracles. Everything you need will come to you easily. This, what a profound basis for this month. This is so much about going with the flow. When is it not? I have to say though, when is it not a good time to go with the flow? Because we don't really get anything done at all anyway if we go against the flow. So, but it really, really is inspiring you to just, it's a little bit of a surrender feel here. Whether you're in a job-related situation and whether we heard it around the relationship, and for some of you, this is even like seeking out a relationship, or bringing more clarity and bringing more understanding in an already existing one. That the way we do that is just surrender the relationship altogether to the higher planes so that they can bring to us what it is that we need. And this is also you just understanding that just going with the flow or going wherever the wind takes you is going to go straight to miracle heaven, because you're aligning with it right now. You're just lining up with it right now. And number 7, there is a completion. We have this, you've done so much for so many others, and it can be that it's not so much for others. It can also be for your dream. You've done so much for your dream. You've done so much to reach a certain result, that it's time for you to just focus on you and just bring it home now. Just focus on you and just understand there's no need for more seeds to be put down into the soil for something to manifest. You've asked enough times, you put enough seeds in the ground, you have done what it takes, and it's sort of time to just relax, surrender, and allow what the universe wants to bring you. And it seems to be miracles right now that you're aligning with. And then we have Unfinished Symphony, which is a 10. So we have 7, which is at the very, it's time to enjoy what you have sown. It's time for the fruit, and 10 is a completion. It's a completion. So it's, you've done enough. You've done enough, okay? And this usually is about tying up loose ends. This is, if there's anything, look into if you're leaking energy. If there's anything okay, you don't understand, you've done everything you can, you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're a good citizen, and then there's something you want to bring into your life, and you just, for the life of you, you just don't understand why it's not coming. Why isn't it manifesting, and why is it not showing up for you? Then it just might be that you have loose ends that is just in need of being finished. So that sends a message or sends a signal to yourself and the universe that if you have little fires that you need to put out. Like if you have little, I can't think of any analogy right now, but like if you have just little projects that you're not finishing, and I'm talking about like, you need to sort out your closet, or you need to send in that letter, or you need to just do some tax stuff, or you need to contact someone, or it would be good to just clear up the garden, or like you have small things, and it might just be not just one of them, and you might even not think of them anymore because they're getting, you come home and you're so used to seeing what you're seeing that you don't even recognize what could be sorted out around your house, or what could be sorted out around your work or around yourself. We're becoming accustomed to our surroundings, right? So if you take a look at that and see if there's anything that is like, okay, I've done this to 80%. 80% is done. So if I just do the 20 that's left, it's gonna be complete. And then you do your closet, and then you do the garden, and then so you finish and you finish and you finish and you complete and you complete and you complete. What does that send? What message does that send to the universe? Okay, we have a completion here. It's time for the result. It's time for the result. But if you have little fires everywhere where you don't finish the business, you don't finish the task at hand, you don't like you just, it's there, so it's leaking energy, but it's also saying we're not coming to full fruition just yet. It's 10% here, it's 20% here, it's 15% left here, it's 5% here. It's 3% here, but it's still 3%. It's 3% off of you not finalizing it. And so it doesn't get finalized. Does that make sense? Whatever you're sending out there vibrationally and you're thinking about, that you might not even think about anymore because it has become so dominant and it has become so normal. You don't even think about it anymore. Go over your home, go over your work, go over yourself. Is there something like you said a million times that you were going to start to do, or that you were going to finish, but you never finish it? So if you know in your heart that you're not going to finish it, I would rewrite what you said you were going to do, so that we have a new contract that you send out a different energy so that you can complete it, okay? And then we have this fork in the road, and like it's time to make a decision. They're coming out together. So Yang is very much about like taking action. It's everything's lined up for you to take action. And then simultaneously, like we have the fork in the road there, which could be like you come to this crossroads where you just, it can be a decision, it can be a feeling of like, I need to pick one, like in order to move forward, or you just need to, if it's not like if it's not too, like, should I go down this road or should I go down this road? It can be like a decision of yes and no. It can be only you know what that is. And it's time to make, like, it's a really good time to move forward with it. And 13 there is transformation. We have number 1, which speaks about new energy here. We have 7 that is like, it's time for this new. We have completion, like we're completing it, so it's time for this new. And we have number 1 that talks about this new. And we have transformation, 13 there, that transforms this situation. And 13 is also the divine feminine. That's the flow. That's going with the flow, transforming yourself. So maybe even take you out of the either take action and just make a decision. And if you think like, well, it's the biggest decision of my life, just sort of scrap that and just go, if you just pick one, and I know this sounds like really, like that sounds really horrible, but you can readjust. You're going to know if you make a choice and you go down that path for like 3 hours, or even in the moment of making it, but then going like forth with it, like forward with 3 hours in the situation, 3 weeks, through 3 months, it's going to become so obvious that you picked the right choice or you picked the wrong choice. If you pick the wrong choice, do it again. Choose the other one. It's not the end of the world. And you might argue with that, and you might say, well, I took my kids and I moved to a completely different country. Well, do it again. If it's not working out, choose something different. I actually can speak from experience that I took my child and I traveled across the world, literally. And that was not a good situation for my child. And so I had to choose again. And so, it's not the end of the world. It really isn't. the going back and forth and never make a decision, that is also the incompletion. That is also why you don't see the result. So it's time to take action on making a decision. Or if you can, which is the toughest one, because we think that we need to interfere, we need to be a part of this in order for it to happen, is that if you can surrender the situation altogether, which looks like it's completely against what we just said, either take action on making a decision, really be a part of this. I'm getting more and more dizzy as I talk about it, so I know that this is a big thing for you. If you can surrender this, and if it's too much to say, I can't not just, sit here and not do anything, because that's just gonna, because we're so trained to think that if we're not doing per se physically anything, it's just gonna fall apart, it's gonna go south, it's gonna go where you don't want it to go. Like, you need to interfere in order for it to. The universe knows where you want to go. It hasn't been more clear where you want to go. And so if you can surrender this situation altogether, the universe will actually take care of it. I'm thinking about I think it's Dumb and Dumber, where I took care of it. I think it's Jim Carrey. They had a bird, or is that this story? Never mind. There's things that come to my brain sometimes. I took care of it. Okay. Here's the bottom line. Either take action and make a decision, or surrender altogether. What you cannot continue to do if you want to see a result is to be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That is just the universe is bringing you more evidence of the back and forth. And it's there is no more fatiguing energy than not deciding. It's so freaking draining. It's blah, 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 blah. Then we're going to have an epiphany. There's some sort of insight that's going to come to you. You're going to get like a light bulb moment is going to happen. Some sort of insight is just going to settle in. Something will, whether that is like it just hits you over the head, or if there's something like slowly creeping in there, in the best way. Creeping sounds really horrible. But like one thing leads to another, just little breadcrumbs as you surrender or as you make a decision, like it's going to become clearer and clearer and clearer. You're becoming the magician here. Like you are, so this power couple right here, oh my goodness. 1 and 9, so 1 is the new and 9 is the ending. So this is a completion in itself. Like we're ending something and we're beginning anew. Like this is coming out first. You're having a revelation, an epiphany. Something is solving itself. There's going to be a solution to this situation, and you're going to it's going to come to you. And to understand that you are, I just actually in a private reading just the other day said this to a woman that, she kept asking like, okay, I want to go there. Is that possible? I want to start this. Is that going to be like in the cards for me? Completely surrendering the wish, not thinking that she had any sort of power in what she wants to do. Where the magician is all about, well, I'm not asking, I'm actually telling. I'm not hoping it's gonna happen. How it's gonna happen and where you're gonna end up, you can surrender that all day, every day. But what you want. So if you have a strong wish, like this is what I want to do, and you're clear of that, that is not like, is that going to be a possibility for me? If you have a strong wanting of something, it is a possibility. And now you just need to sort of claim it. You just need to, instead of ask, tell. This universe is this is where I'm going. This is what I want. Be the magician that creates your own world, instead of be a bystander hoping for things to fall into place. But the way you do, once you've decided, once you tell the universe, this is what I want, then you can either take physical action, like you can make a decision and really move forward, or you can surrender it all together and just wait for the universe to deliver. 1 and 9, they're also, it's up to 19. beautiful segue here, I think myself. 19 is the prince or princess of heaven, that there's someone coming in, a beautiful love relationship. If there's something around work, like work related things, it's going to be your greatest passion. Like there's going to be some news or some opportunity, the call you've been waiting for is going to come in and just give you the greatest opportunity of a lifetime. Something that probably means the world to you. It's something that makes your heart flutter. It's something that makes your it's going to make you go crazy because it's something you really, really, really want. Or this is the divine counterpart. This is the love of your life entering your life. It's a new energy. It's a new dawn. It's really gorgeous. I just got a message on my phone, and as I looked down, because it lit up, I looked at it and it says 1414. So when I'm recording this here in Sweden, it's 1414. We have 14, which means 2. So 14 minutes past 2. So 1414 is all about a new beginning for the heart, as we just had here. Committed romantic relationships being swept off your feet, situations or topics that makes your heart flutter. It's a new beginning for the heart, and it's 1414, so it's really, really strong. Then again, we had Sonia. This feels like very much a side note, that for someone that needs to hear it, maybe you're really in strong contact with someone, or you just feel like, yeah, this is a shout out from someone from the other side. I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. And I don't know if I necessarily feel like you're worried about them. I just feel like you feel like there's a connection there. So just know that there's a shout out. There's a hello from heaven to you. And again, the Akashic records. This is like going back to the blueprint of what you came into this earth with. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to connect others and help. No. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life's mission. And so you're becoming a powerhouse. You're becoming the magician, which means you know that you're creating your own reality. You know that you're not wishing and hoping and thinking and please, like something out there. You know that you're the creator. And when you come in more and more to that strong energy, it sort of often doesn't take more than you showing up for you to initiate or ignite something in someone else. Because your light energy, your passionate, your powerful energy is, when you're around other people, is inspiring them to come to the same place. Everything wants to go towards the light. It's just, you see every single flower. When the sun comes out, every single flower, it doesn't matter if it's a plant, if it's a flower, it's like every single thing, it's starting to lean towards the sun. It's starting to lean towards the light. Everything wants to go towards the light. Even the darkest that you can think wants to go towards the light. And when you're coming into that type of power and that type of energy yourself, you just showing up for other people will have them want to go in the same direction. That is beautiful power to have and to share. And then we have Teresa here again. Time out. You've been busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. And again, I just feel like it might even be that you have been so busy trying to make up your mind about something. This can be, there's so many unfinished projects. There's so many little fires that you need to put out, and like we need to come full circle in, that there's just not enough room for you, because there's so much leakage in the energy that you just get so tired that is like, you don't, at the end of the day, you don't feel whole. And it's like, it's so easily fixed. You can so easily fix this by just going over your home or yourself or your work, like where do I just need to finish up this project or finish up this work or finish up this closet, or like whatever that is for you is going to sort of bring you back home to you. So this could be you really, really focusing on other people, but it's time for you. It could be you focusing on a choice to make, which just, it puts you out of your, it doesn't connect you with you. It's sort of time to come back home. That's what I have for you, Scorpio, for the month of October. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please consider to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me a lot. I just came into 23,000 subscribers, which I know is really, 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 really small in comparison to others. But I'm really proud of it. And I do thank you so much, guys, whoever you are who's a subscriber to this channel, because it really helps me a lot. It makes me keep going here. So if you are feeling just the slightest call to subscribe, please do. Did I say? I did say. If you want a personal reading, please read about it in the description box. Happy, beautiful. We're gonna come into your sign. In the month of October, we're gonna come into Scorpio season. So early happy birthday, guys.